couch. Aloha, and welcome to Betty's Real Estate Corner, brought to you by Caldwell Banker and Roy and Betty Sakamoto. Here we are again, Roy and Betty in the studio.
In the studio and live.
Yes, in the studio and alive, both. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
And live. We just had a nice ride over here from Kapalua. It was fun. And we tend to try to figure out what we're going to talk about on the way, but we don't always do that good.
Well, let's talk about the show we saw last night. That was a great show.
It was spectacular.
Yep, George Kahumoku, Ledward Kaapana, the Slack Key Gang at the Napili Kai Resort. Fantastic show.
It was sold out totally.
Yeah.
And the music was really great. It just brought tears to your eyes, different things there. And then it was happy. It was perfect. It was really wonderful.
It was awesome. Really, really good. And
wait a minute. With us were Roy's oldest son, Mark Sakamoto, and his wife, Debbie.
Yep.
We tried to get them here today to do the radio show with us. And they are committed now to the next time they're here, because it would really be fun. And
well, now it's on the air and it's public, so.
Yeah, that's what I thought. If I mentioned it, they'd have to come through and do it. We could have given them a call-in number, but we didn't, and we're not going to give it to them now. But hopefully they are listening and know that we are thrilled that they're here. Anytime they're here, it's been great.
They're on their way. They're doing some holo holo today.
Where are they going for lunch? It's a favorite place for people.
I think the Paia Fish Company.
Yes, they are really excited about
Paia,
that. In Paia, they're going to the original. So that's really great. And we're going to keep going here and kind of talk a little bit of real estate, a little bit of this.
About everything. Again, we talk a lot about charities and charitable giving. One of the great causes here on Maui would be the Maui Food Bank. I know we've talked about it many times. For every $1 you contribute, it leads to 4 meals. So for every $10, that's 40 meals. And, there's a lot of need here on Maui for food, a lot of needy people, and, contribute what you can. The Maui Food Bank is a great cause.
And think about it. I mean, I bet there's not that many people on Maui that haven't at one time or another been a little short of funds or lost a job, and so many things have changed here. And I'm sure there are people today that have been homeless or possibly just hungry. I mean, they've got a place, but they're having a lot of trouble keeping things together. And I do think that anytime someone goes to where the Maui Food Bank is working with people, it's amazing, and the food is wonderful. So I think you've got to think, if you need it, you should be going. Call the Maui Food Bank. I don't know their number, didn't think about doing that, but...
Well, you can go to mauifoodbank.org and get all the instructions on how to contribute. I know we've had clients, we've had visitors that have mentioned to us, what can we contribute to on Maui? And, you hate to single out causes, but Maui Food Bank is a great one. Another is Halimakua. Go to halimakua.org. It's Maui's healthcare facilities. We have a nursing home in Wailuku, a nursing home in Kahului, and there's big news still to come as far as Halimakua. So
it does seem there's exciting stuff, right?
Yeah,
that'll be perfect. Hopefully.
But coming back to music for a second, get away from Hawaiian music just for a second. We are one of the sponsors of the Maui Jazz and Blues Festival, which is coming up in October. I think it's October 23rd, 24th, 25th, and 26th.
It's going to be absolutely exciting.
And the grand finale will be at the Ritz-Carlton Kapalua in the pavilion. And we're glad to be one of the sponsors for this. It's a great event. Jazz artists from all over the world will be attending, so stay tuned for more news on that too.
It really will be great, and I do think, like you say, it's going to be jazz musicians from around the world.
Yeah,
and
jazz
certainly
and blues.
Yeah,
Right.
and blues. It will be really fun for everybody that's involved. And it'll be televised, won't it? Or
probably videotaped at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Well, it'll be great because I think it will get out to everybody eventually. But if somebody's looking for tickets, probably call the Ritz-Carlton or call...
Yeah, there's going to be a website put up very shortly, I think, for
We'll get you
ticket information and so forth. But
we can get that to them next week
yeah,
and be sure we have it.
October 23rd to the 26th.
Really will be great.
Right.
It'll be amazing.
And the organizers last year used the proceeds from this to help Lahaina kids who lost their instruments, musical instruments,
That's right.
ukuleles, guitars, and so forth, lost their instruments in the fire. And I'm sure there'll be another charitable cause picked out for this year's event.
And I think so. I think the Lahainaluna High School Foundation may have helped out with that at the time, because they
Right.
helped get things I'm not sure, but I know Lahainaluna High School Foundation also was really working diligently on that project at one time. And it was so hard on all of the kids. And the number of kids that lost their instruments was horrible.
Yeah, and again, Maui is a village, and I remember not long after the fire in August, when Lahainaluna played a football game against Baldwin, the Baldwin High School band presented the Lahainaluna band with a check for forget how much money, but to help replace instruments that were lost during the fire. And I know the Maui High School band also did a fundraising, and King Kekaliki did. I mean, it's a great society we have here on Maui.
It really is, and from the standpoint of football, there's no bigger competition here in Maui than football teams. And getting to the state finals and watching the games. Anytime you go to a Lahainaluna game, it's so fun and so exciting. The band is playing, and the kids are great, and the stands are jammed with people. Lahaina is a greatest community for sports.
Well, and Maui, basically, because I know when Lahainaluna was in the state finals, we had people from Maui High, Baldwin, everywhere else cheering for Lahainaluna.
Yes.
And Lahainaluna did the same thing this past year when Baldwin was in the state finals, and they were cheering for Baldwin. So
That's great.
It's a small community here.
And I do think you're right. People are together in this. Roy is a Lahainaluna graduate, class of 1960.
Yeah.
Yep. And his classmate, the kids, I was going to say, a little bit stretching it, but at almost every football game, there are so many kids, men, women, that are there cheering the team on. And you'll know who they are, the different classes, et cetera. I mean, not because they're holding it, but they're all graduates. It's really fantastic.
Well, you've got to wear red also.
Oh, yes, you have to wear red. Well, I wear red.
The red tide from the west side.
Yeah. And then Julie, my daughter, red head, red shirt, red everything.
Yeah.
And she's a graduate of Lahainaluna, class of 82.
82.
Yeah. And when she's back here, there's nothing she wants more than to be with her classmates. So, anyway, we're supposed to be here doing a radio show. Do you think we should talk real estate a little bit?
Well, yeah.
It kind of seems good. We're hoping that Mark and Debbie Sakamoto are listening to this, and hopefully the next time they come to town, they're going to come here and do this and know that it's a little different than probably they thought. And now we're rambling along about high schools, et cetera. But they're important to us, and they're important to Maui, and important to real estate. They're important to everything.
Oh, absolutely. And again, this is a real estate show, but we like to chat about Maui doings and what's going on. And we're still recovering from the fire. We're doing a good job. There's going to be some workshops coming up for advice and constructive criticism on rebuilding of the commercial areas in Lahaina. And this is the Lahaina Town Action Committee is really publicizing this. And so for those of you listening in who are concerned about how to rebuild the commercial areas of Lahaina, the Lahaina Town Action Committee is really leading the charge to get people to be involved in this and hopefully contribute some good information.
It's going to be really hard because even Roy and I, to a certain extent, we think a lot alike, but I think we've got a little bit of a difference of opinion on what should be done and what shouldn't be done, and what's fair to all the people that were there before. You know, should they just be tossed out? I don't think so. But I mean, again, let's not go there. Let's get to these meetings and talk to people and be a part of it, because we're all going to have to adjust our thinking, you know, to make it work. But they've got to do something. It's almost 2 years. It shouldn't be like this.
No,
it should
absolutely.
be rebuilt by now.
Yeah, we're getting there. You know, as long as people keep a cool head and listen to other ideas and so forth. You may not agree with whatever's being proposed or talked about, but, you know, keep an open mind and, you know, listen and also be heard, you know, express your feelings.
Well, you went originally to one of the first outings on the Front Street properties.
Yeah, that was horrific. The fire was in August. We were part of a group in October.
In hazmat suits, pretty much.
Well,
just about.
Yeah.
Exaggerated a little, but that's what they were.
Right, yeah. And it was pretty horrific. You know, there's, having been born and raised in Lahaina, there were certain landmarks you kind of tune into. And when the landmarks are gone, you're not quite sure where you are.
You have no clue.
No clue. And it was hard to get oriented, and I know we were traveling in, I think, 3 or 4 vans, and I don't think there was a dry eye anywhere in those vans.
No, I'm sure there wasn't.
Yeah.
It was really, and the same thing today. If you go down on Front Street, and it's hard, I think it's not just you're supposed to be down there walking around, but I think a lot of us have been there, and it's really hard because you look at things and you have no idea where you are. And when Roy told me that, but I thought, well, I'll know where I am. I've been on Front Street enough. But there's nothing left there. There's nothing, even if you see a street sign or something, it's not the same. You don't know where you are. You don't know what was there.
No. So we've got one chance now. We've pretty much got a clear slate, and you know, whatever we plan to do on Front Street has to be lasting, enduring, and for all of the community, you know.
Absolutely.
So,
but also you have to take care of the people who have worked their lives there. They've worked their lives, they've had leases, they've had this, they've had that, they're owners. I don't know what's fair. I mean, I think we all have to, like you said, keep an open mind, and I certainly don't have anything to really say there except an opinion, and I think Roy has a greater opinion than I do. I mean, maybe not better, but a greater. No. He has a right to be there, let's say. Well,
no, but, you know, we all need to express our opinions and again, listen with an open mind. You know, let's not have any of these meetings turn into a shouting match. You know, let's listen and be heard. Express yourself.
And also allow other people to speak. I mean, I think you can see stuff like this where everybody has such an opinion and they know they're right. I mean, they know they're right. They're 100% right. But you got to listen to the other people who are also 100% right in their own minds. And somewhere there's got to be a blending of what's happening. But we should go to real estate.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, it is a real estate show.
It is a real estate show.
Yeah.
Too funny.
Yeah.
But what's...
Well, you know, again, coming back to real estate now, easiest way to look at all of the listings on Maui, Molokai and Lanai, is go to our website, sakamotoproperties.com.
Absolutely.
We had Sakamoto Properties for 40-something years.
Yes, we surely did.
Merged with Komo Banker Island Properties.
Close to 5 years ago.
About 5 years ago, yeah. And very happy, still enjoy doing real estate, and very much involved. So,
and Caldwell Banker is a great, great company. Super agents. They work diligently to find the best in the business, and I couldn't be happier. It's perfect.
Yeah, speaking of finding, you know, and getting new agents and the better agents, Jennifer Edwards just joined our staff.
She's amazing.
Yeah.
She's really, really great.
And she worked the initial sales of the condominiums at the Ritz-Carlton and also the Montage, and is now part of our staff. So welcome on board, Jennifer.
That is really the best.
Yeah.
And there are so many. I mean, if you look up anytime, Google Caldwell Banker Kapalua and see who's on that list, because it's some absolutely first class agents.
No question. We've got, whether you're buying or selling, it's not quite the active seller's market right now, but properties are selling. There are over 300 properties in escrow right now on Maui, and that's pretty sizable.
It is, considering where we started after all of the things that happened, for West Maui anyway, it's a huge difference. The
Huge.
market is different.
Absolutely. So we can talk about a couple of our listings here.
One that I like, just briefly, is 23 Poinciana Road, Kahana Ridge.
Uh-huh.
Really, really nice, smaller home, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, basically 1,400 square feet. Nice piece of land. It's amazing. It's really a great property. Listed at $1,495,000, being sold as is. So they're going to be looking for an as-is condition addendum to the purchase contract. But again, I think we've got to pay attention to prices today and do our best to get the best price that you can on properties. This one, I think, I've seen it a long time ago, not recently, but it's a great location. And if you want to be in West Maui, this is going to be one of the properties that's great.
No, it's a great location,
Super.
Great price. Here's another one at 3808 Lower Honoapi Ilani Road. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. It's just under 1,000 square feet, and basically across the street from the ocean, and listed at $1,490,000. Listed by Mihaela Stoops from our office. But you can also get information on this and all the other listings on Maui, sakamotoproperties.com, or feel free to call Roy at 808-870-7060, Betty 808-870-7062.
Here's another one, just to show you that from Caldwell, Ray Chen, who has some of the top listings and has done some of the very priciest top deals on Maui, has a Papakea listing at $499,000 studio apartment. And anyone that's been there to Papakea knows it's really a great property, fabulous land, and it would be worth somebody taking a look at it. If you're looking for something, a small condo, a starter, something here, you got to give it a chance. You could call us and we'll direct you to someone.
Or again, look at our website, sakamotoproperties.com.
That's the easiest, really.
Yeah, right.
Give it a shot.
And I know Ray has one on the upper end of the price range, a huge home up at the Plantation. It's listed at $16 million. It's a fantastic location. It's right on the 17th tee of the Plantation course. Plantation course, of course, is the site of the annual Century Tournament of Champions golf tournament, and so this has a fantastic view. It's fairly new, and even has a putting green and a practice range, a practice hole on the property.
Here's another Ray Chen one. And I think this is important because Ray works every part of the market, and he works it hard, and I think he's an amazing agent. But 710 Mokule, and I'm going to pronounce Mokuleia Place, right. 8 bedrooms, 7.5 baths, listed at $26,900,000. Fabulous piece of land. It's absolutely an unbelievable property. So again, we're talking all sides of the market, but I think that Maui is that place. The price range here is going to vary. It's frightening for a lot of people, but there is a place to get in, a starter home, a starter condo. People are saying, well, the average price range on Maui starts at $1 million or $1.5
$1,000,001 for a home. That's true, but the average means there's homes priced less, there's homes priced considerably more. And we here at Komo Banker Island Properties, we have offices in Kihei, Wailea, Upcountry. Yeah. And our Kapalua office is, again, very active. So if you're in West Maui and you're interested in upcountry properties, come on by, come talk story in our office, and we can direct you to an agent upcountry who's familiar with that area.
For just places here, Hale Royale has been a really great place to live. And again, it's price-wise, it's reasonable. There's a unit listed by Juliet I'm going to pronounce that wrong too, Le Heron, and for $579,000, second floor unit, 1 bedroom, 2 baths, 790 square feet total. But nice place, easy living, and I remember when that was brand new, Hale Royale, and it's a great piece of land. It's got lots of amenities, close to the ocean. It's really amazing.
And it's mainly owner-occupants.
Yes.
There's no short-term rentals allowed, so it's whatever rentals are happening there are long-term rentals. But a lot of owner-occupants, which is great. And it's kind of a hidden gem. Not a lot of people know about it. It's across the street from the ocean. It's well located. And you can walk, to Times Market, you can walk to a lot of commercial enterprises. So,
And it also has a pool.
Yep.
And isn't there a tennis court or two?
There's a tennis court up above.
Okay.
Right? Yeah.
That by itself is absolutely amazing. And then the units have, ceiling fans, dishwashers, disposal dryer, and microwave range, refrigerator, TV cable, and washer dryers. So It's got everything.
And here's another one. Here's one at Kahana Manor in Kahana. It's a 1 bedroom, 1 bath, listed at $480,000, which is a great price. Again, a lot of owner occupants in Kahana Manor. It's across the street from the ocean, so it's just a short walk if you want to take a dip in the ocean. It's listed at $480,000 by Robert Bryan from our office. And again, you can look at our website, sakamotoproperties.com, for all the info.
You can find our website is pretty easy to go through and look for something. So give it a shot. If it doesn't work good for you, let us know, and we'll see to it that it gets tightened up a little bit better so you can get around it. I think we're coming down to the end of our time. We're at the 2-minute warning all of a sudden.
Here's we got time for 1 or 2 more. Here's a great one. It's an oceanfront complex right on Napili Bay. It's a studio. It's at the Napili Bay condominium project. It's a second floor unit, so it's unit number 214. It's listed at $679,900. Listed by Elizabeth Quayle from our office. And Elizabeth is one of our better agents. She handles properties on all price ranges and throughout Maui. Really.
She really does. She has given me some of the greatest thoughts about properties that I never, ever would have thought of before. And they're great. People live there, love them, and you can reach her through go to our website, and you'll see a lot of properties by Elizabeth Quayle.
And here's one at the Ridge. It's a 1 bedroom, 2 bath at the Ridge at Kapalua. This is a great ocean view. It's a second floor unit, listed at $1,395,000 by Marianne Fitch from our office. And again, look at sakamotoproperties.com. You can get all the information on this and everything else on Maui.
And come and listen to our show again next week, same time, same station, KAOI. They're the best.
They're the best. And here's Danny. Aloha.
Aloha.
I feel happiness in love.